Good evening, beautiful people. It's a wet evening today. You're tuned into Mind Talk on Wash FM 94.9, your fun health radio, where we explore the heart, the mind, and everything in between. I'm your host, Dr. Slicks, and I'm here once again with my incredible co-host, Joseph Folorunshaw, as we open the doors to yet another deeply personal and relatable conversation. Tonight, we'll be diving into a topic that's tender, very honest and real talk, broken friendship, and the question is, when do we fix it and when do we let go? Joseph, good evening.
Good evening, Lagos. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, raining Tuesday. And as I do say in other places, that today is equally an Aswani day. So we don't finish market now. And they are trying to make their way to Relay, Maitu, or Jota, and the rest of them. Just manage. Especially, they face traffic.
but I think the advice is just please, if you're on the road, take it easy, drive carefully, and please stay safe. So, as we dive into today's topic, the question is, have you ever held on to someone for the sake of history, even when it was hurting you? Or maybe you let go soon, only to wonder you gave up on something worth saving. This episode is for the ones with unspoken goodbyes, for the hearts carrying silent grief, for the friend who still checks their phone hoping for a text that would never come. So grab a cup of something warm, settle in, and let's just start the conversation. So as we posted the flyer for this week, trying to share the topic for this week, I got a message from an anonymous person. And so the person shared this message, and I would like to read it out, and we start the conversation from there. So the message says, we were friends for over a decade. The kind of bond people envied. We grew together, laughed endlessly, shared secrets no one else knew. They were the first person I called something amazing happened. And when my world was falling apart, it was more than friendship, it was home. But then slowly, and then all at once, something shifted. Replies became distant. Calls went unanswered. I started to feel like a guest in a place I once called safe. I kept asking myself, what changed? Did I do something wrong? Should I fight for this or just walk away? Joseph, serious. What do you think?
That is serious.
A place where she felt it was home. Anytime she's excited, that's the first person she calls. Anytime she's sad, that's the first person she calls. They had a friendship that was beautiful, that was amazing. They shared beautiful memories together. And all of a sudden, at some point, she keeps looking at her phone, no text message. And before, maybe by the time she wakes up in the morning, she gets an early morning text. She gets, oh, how are you? How's your day going? What's going on? Have you had lunch? Have you had breakfast? All of those conversations were coming in. And suddenly, you begin to look at your phone. 6 a.m., 7:20, 8:30, 9 a.m., 11 a.m. Oh boy, this I'm not getting a message. And somewhere you usually call home at some point in time now becomes like a deserted place. So the question that will come to mind at that point in time is, did I do something wrong? Did something happen? Where did I get it wrong? And this dilemma made me look at it that when a friendship or relationship of many years begins to break down, it doesn't always end with a big fight or betrayal most of the time. Sometimes it just feels like a dying flame. And that's the most painful kind of loss. And this silence becomes so loud that the distance becomes very familiar at some point, because the memories begins to haunt you, and it makes you stuck in such a way that you begin to ask yourself three important questions. Number one is, should I fix this? Is it worth saving? Or is this the end of a chapter you are so afraid to close? Because of your relationship, you've gone so deep into each other, you are into each other. And the question is, because at the end of when you have such break in communication, you begin to remember those memories. There are some things that will happen or that will trigger some memories that, oh, I remember this time last year. Oh, I remember this particular day. And it begins to haunt you. And once it's haunting you, you begin to ask yourself, what did I say something? You look at your last conversation, you look at your last communication. Did I say something wrong? Or is this person angry with me because of this? Or what did I say? And you begin to ask yourself so many questions internally. There's always an internal conflict that you begin to fight yourself with. Joseph?
I think for me, issue like this, you have to first of all look inward and say, where have I done wrong? Because in many times, if we find it difficult to change when we are so occupied with what psychology call external locus of scare, whereby you assume it is the other person that is wrong, without you looking once, okay. Because if whenever anything happens, you first of all look inward, what have I done wrong? What did I do? What did I not do that actually caused this problem? If you're able to sort that issue out, in fact, you have a very, very smooth relationship, because there are some of these relationships you need to just apologize. You understand? Or just call the person, I think I've done something.
Yeah, but what if the person you are trying to talk to is not even responding?
If you have been talking before, what informed when that time that you used to talk, used to have conversation, what was that atmosphere? Because the issue is, many times people did not know. If you look at the structure of human being, you have the hand, you have the leg, you have the eye, you have which is God perfectly created man. But sometimes relationship too, by the time you want to move the leg to where the hand is always be, there's going to be conflict. You understand? Because many times when two people are moving together in a business, family relationship, friendship, and the rest of them, whenever another person is coming into that relationship, you need to manage it. You understand? This is a person that, before anything, you talk to him, you greet him in the morning, then the other person now came, and you are not interacting with the other person, and you are not interacting with him. We express reservation. It means that if you call him before you call him, just say, I was talking to the other person before. Please don't be annoyed. I was with the other person. Again, tomorrow you say I was with the other person. Next tomorrow, then we know it seems that it's no longer a part of serious conversation. Because you have been referring to another person.
Yeah.
So before I agree can cause a lot of. You will just say after all, but I still give you time.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
But not knowing that he has already invested in that relationship. I and Shegu used to talk between 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. We used to have a conversation. Then maybe first day you did not talk to me, or first day I don't talk to you. I call you, or you call me and say, don't be annoyed, I was talking to John. Tomorrow, that same time I'm expecting your call, you are expecting my call. When we now have maybe around 10 years, so don't be annoyed, I was talking to John. 3 times, then maybe I will now be thinking, or you'll be thinking, it seems there's something between you and John that is more important to that conversation, because you have already invested in that 10 to 8 conversation. Yes. I have already invested.
Yes.
So one person have caused an obstruction.
Yes, I totally agree with you, and that's where I'm going to take it from here and say that I usually say this a lot, and I say that when people don't know, assumption becomes their guide.
Yes.
Assumption kills a lot.
A lot. In fact, seriously.
An assumption
it destroys a lot of
it destroys a lot. And when it comes to friendship, relationship, assumption is a killer.
Yeah.
Now, for an individual, okay, like you said, we talk every day at this particular time. I know that, once I'm back from work, the next person I just want to rant with is, Joseph. I just want to call Joseph and say, this is what happened today, this is what happened today, and we begin to talk. And we talk for 2-3 hours, and we enjoy our conversation, and because we share a bond. And suddenly, in 2-3 days, I'm either calling and reducing from 2 hours to just 10 minutes.
No explanation.
No explanation. I call again. That 10 minutes gone, it reduced to like 3 minutes. No explanation. Now, Joseph will begin to assume that, what did they happen? Now, a lot of things now begin to happen when you are assuming. God now helps Joseph that he's not a petty person, or he doesn't have a lot of negative mindset around him. He will now begin to add 1 and 2 together, connecting the dots that, oh, okay, can it be because last week I said this, or I said this, oh, maybe he's not happy with what I said. All of those things will now begin to connect together. Now, instead of Joseph to mention to Shegun and say, oh boy, what's going on? This one maybe say just the talk 2 minutes. Is there anything the problem? You now keep to yourself and say, okay, let me just keep watching. Me say, I no go talk.
Yes.
At that point, you are withdrawing unconsciously. Shegun too is withdrawing unconsciously. And if you are not careful, everything just breaks down.
There's a friend of mine equally finished from Unilag too. In fact, for the past, this is someone that they eat to eat together. That they come to his own house, they eat. That would just be their final, the food they will eat that very day. I think about 5 years now, they are not talking. One day I just asked, so what's the problem? The guy said, there was a person that was coming in between them. And he asked his friend, he said, what is your guarantee that this guy will not, he can blend with us? That one said, no problem. And before you know what is happening, the other guy, that one was trying to monitor, let them investigate this guy before they are fully accepted. Yes. But the other person have already accepted him.
Yeah, because that's the kind of person he is, like open-minded.
So this guy now say, okay, do you know what? Since that is the friend you prefer, instead of us investigating and know how we will be accepting gradually, the guy accepting him wholesomely, then the other, he lost.
So jealousy can also be a big factor.
Yes, it can be a big factor. And the other man have a genuine, because when you say, oh, Shegun, let us accept, let us not just open our door. God will never know this guy. We know ourselves.
But sometimes you just feel that, okay, this life is free for all. He looks like a good man. Let's just bring him in.
No, it's not easy, because presently the guy is now lonely because he has lost his first friend. The other person has moved on too.
But I think it's just a matter of attachment. So let's just hold this thought. We'll quickly take a short break. We'll be right back and continue the conversation.
She deserve it. Got girl is around the world, but she my favorite. 4:30 in the morning, thinking about you and about your Archie. Body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Yo, makeup always too slick, no cake. And you get the way you did, dreaming up, Angelique. Hold my hand, girl. Time is running out. Time is running out. Yeah, let's make it count. This love affair got me living in the
Your city's new heartbeat is Wash 94.9. Your city's new heartbeat is Wash 94.9.
Because health shouldn't be boring.
Feel the energy rise. Health is here to stay.
Tune in and join the fun on Wash 94.9, your number one fun health radio.
On Wash 94.9, make your health divine. Feel the energy rise. Health is here to stay. With each healthy moment, smile along your way.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial *900# on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Because health shouldn't be boring.
Feel the energy rise. Health is here to stay.
Tune in and join the fun on Wash 94.9, your number one fun health radio.
On Wash 94.9, make your health divine. Feel the energy rise. Health is here to stay. With each healthy moment, smile along your way.
Flower, girl, you stole my heart away. Woman of my dreams, I see you beside me when I wake. I can lose my cool when I know they with you. I be missing you like crazy, like crazy. You can confirm, no wanna do me like you do me. Free ego, you feel like you free ego. On my baby, my lady, my baby, me and you together forever, forever, and ever, together forever, and ever. Contoro. Come with me if you do my parole. For better, for worse. So we no go divorce. So Santorini, that's in December. Let's make some memories that you will remember.
Your city's new heartbeat is Wash 94.9. Wash 94.9.
Hey yeah. You still be my brother, no matter the weather. No, you and I, we know say khaki no be leather. That one no means say we no fit love each other. Stick together like bread and butter. Forget about the past, now the future really matter. Oh yes, my brother, no one else, no other. We tell you the truth, this is straight from the roots. Change your ways, I know they beat you, my brother. And I wish make you prosper, live long like Red Rasta, become a superstar. But yet, if you know, send me, people plenty will send me, I'm not alone, my days alone. My brother say, Jah is here with me. Eba me, kini mo sheti down, and nothing wrong. I just speak my mind. My brother, he know me crime to say what you want to say, and you can do what you want to do. All in heaven knows that I love you. But my brother, you need to change your attitude. I say you don't send me, but I send you. Heaven knows that I have nothing against you. But in a little bit change, make me this place on the past and throw the ass. So I pray for you, brother, make you prosper too. Brother, make you wish me the same thing too. Brother, blessings for your brother, blessings for your sister, blessings for your family too. Brother, me and you, we know be utter. It go better, make we throw away the past inside gutter. Leave and waka, if I pour you holy water, make you pour me holy water back. If you don't send me, people plenty will send me, I'm not alone, nothing's alone. My brother say, Jah is here with me. Eba me, kini mo sheti down, and nothing wrong. I just speak my mind. My brother, he no be crime.
Yeah, you're welcome back. You're still tuned to Mind Talk on Wash FM 94.9, your fun health radio station. That was Face, a letter to my brother. And we're still talking about broken friendship, when to fix it and when to let go. You can join the conversation by calling 09060992609, 09060992609, or 07041007949, 07041007949. Call in and share your story about a friendship that probably you've had for years and suddenly it just got broken, or a relationship you've had also for many years and suddenly it just got broken. And the question is, you are in a fix. Should I fix it? Should I manage this relationship? Should I manage this friendship? Or should I just let go? Share your story. Join us in this conversation. And I still have here with me Joseph for Lauren Schultz. Before the break, we were talking about two things. From your explanation, we were able to deduce two major things as factors. One is assumption. Two is jealousy. And all of these things, when we talk about broken friendship, certain things goes through your mind. And the question is, you begin to ask yourself, am I becoming too sensitive? Because you talked about the fact that, people look at the external things and say maybe it's an external factor that is affecting the relationship. Okay, we have a call. Okay, so you were talking about external factor, that it was also important that you look inwards and begin to ask yourself certain questions. Now, those certain things go through your mind, and number one is like, am I being too sensitive? You also ask yourself, we've come this far. This is a relationship or friendship of 20 years. Will I just throw this away just like that? Just because he did this? Or because he's angry with me, or he's upset with me? I don't even know what I did, and I'll just throw it away. Should I fight for it, or should I just let go? What if I never find this kind of bond again in my life? Some ladies will say, what if I don't find this kind of man in my life? Or some men will be like, I might not be able to find this kind of loving and caring girl ever again in my life. So should I just let go? And you begin to ask yourself different questions. Am I just abandoning all of this all for nothing? Are you choosing yourself over your friend? A lot of questions begins to go through your mind. So you look at a situation, particularly relationships, that you love a girl, you've been with her for many years, and suddenly something happens. My major question here is this: where is ghosting in all of this? Because ghosting is a very big thing. You don't know what you do. The person will just ghost you and not pick your call again. You've been close for many years and you feel that even if anything goes wrong, the person should be able to call you and say, oh boy, I'm angry with you. But some people will not even call you and they just ghost you. And when it comes to what is happening in recent time that I've had experiences of from conversations with people, there are some men that goes into a relationship because they want to just use and dump you. But they pretend and act like the Messiah, like the kindest man on earth. But they have a strategy. They have a game plan. And they act it so well that the lady would think that this is the best thing you can ever have as a man. And the girl will be so proud of this guy and say, this is the love of my life. And after spending 4 years or 5 years of their life with this person, the guy will just ghost them all of a sudden and it disappears.
Well, for me, there's always those signs. Those signs always there.
Are you sure those signs?
Yeah, those signs always there. And these are some of the signs. Ogashegu, if I and you will relate, whether I'm talking or whether male to male, female to either sex and the rest of them, if you have someone that doesn't complain, whatever you do is okay. Know that he has a timetable. to end that friendship.
Why? Don't say that. He might be an understanding person.
He is not understanding. There was no way me and you. Okay, just like we know we came here together.
Yes.
Because of what I said now, you on the other side. I'm on the.
No,
but if we are only
I can be a man that just understands.
No. You can never be. Even God and man. Even the angel in heaven, they say there are sometimes there's crisis there. You understand it? See, I do tell you, crisis is part of life, but how you manage it. You understand? Because if the lady doesn't complain or the man doesn't complain, know that either side is just accountable. Either one is want to play either then he's playing a game. So,
but I see people that will tell you that, we've been dating for 15 years, 5 years, we never fight for one day.
No, they were deceiving themselves. That they may not have a physical fight, but they should be. He's on the other side. They can even say, okay, let's go first. Then later, okay, if we have an argument and you leave, I leave, I'll sit down and think what you said. You sit down and think what I said. Okay, that's okay. Okay, let me I think I need to adjust.
So are you saying that a man or woman cannot love the other, his or her partner unconditionally and say, no matter what you do, it's fine by me?
No, that is deception. That is deception. It's a complete yes, it's a complete deception, because why did God now create man now give room for repentance? God knows that there is no way your relationship upon all He give you life, you breathe in everything, you must in a one word or the other say, okay, I mistake. You now go to God and say, please forgive me. So, but if we have a relationship, that's there's never a time. Maybe for the past 5 years, 10 years, we have never quarreled. Know that both of you are deceiving yourself. Because the issue there is, crisis is part of. Crisis actually build a relationship. Because by the time you do something, you will know something that I don't like. You will know something. I will equally know something that you don't like. But there are some that now say, okay, if I discover those things I don't, and I want to break it out, I want to break that relationship, I will not go and do those things that I know that you will not like, so that you will not say something that will not say, okay, because of what you have done, let's end the relationship.
I'm going to ask you something on that thought. Please, I'm just going the phone lines have been opened, so please, you can join this conversation. You can join by calling 09060992609, or you call 07041007949. We are still talking about broken friendship, when to let go or when to fix it. So you can call in to share your story, and we are here to just listen and be able to provide solutions for you. Now, you're talking about the fact that there are no two lovebirds.
Lila is not possible.
That will never have issues.
It's not possible. The reason is, friendship is built.
Yes.
It doesn't exist, but we build it. On even the messy man or the builder. Just sometimes he has the plan and everything. You get the point. Say no, let's bring this. Because there must be, when you are building, there must be some of those crises. But we'll be managing it. We'll be managing, and that's why it is not like you don't tolerate each other. You accommodate each other. That is, you already have it in mind that this person is not an angel or is not God. He will make a mistake. Where it can be, where it always hurts is when you are drawing someone's attention to this thing, don't do it, and the person insists, still doing it. Then that may now cause a crisis that you may not be able to manage, because the person just feel that is the way you want to live your life. And if it is some people, what they will just do is they will just shut down, and that's one of the most dangerous part of any relationship. When you're in silence. Yes, just shut down. Okay.
And it's like
you already conclude that is because maybe there has been a lot of complaint, drawing your attention. Don't do this. Don't do this. You continue doing that. You just say, okay, that is the way you. And I don't want to join you to be doing those.
But you said you don't tolerate, you accommodate. So you just
no. And there are some. It has shut down. Not that it's okay. You understand? That's the most dangerous part of the relationship.
So you're already slipping away.
Yes, it just you have lost
buying time. You're just buying time.
So those are some of the things that people need to know. That if you always say, "Oh, I have married or I have a friend, a business partner," no, you have to build it. You must build it. On the process of building it, because every one of us is from different sociology. You are coming with your own upbringing. I am coming with my own upbringing, and we must find a way to integrate and learn. And I say, okay, this is our goal, so that tomorrow people even say, "Oh, there was a time that Shegu, you and Joseph, but you used to quarrel. How manage that?"
Exactly.
Because we already have known some of those things.
I know do's and don'ts, and we can able to manage
the relationship become so strong. Then secondly, there are some individual that the way they are brought up, they don't always, they want to be right every second, and it's even God is always annoyed when someone is drawing your attention. You pause and ask your question or investigate what this person is saying. Is it true or not? Look at what happened in the Bible. Cain and Abel. Instead of Cain to even listen to God about God complaint, if like local with the verse, am I my brother's keeper? Why are you asking me? It can be it can be so annoying. Shegu, you know that I've done something wrong, and you are drawing my attention to it. My response, it can trigger a lot of things from your. I don't think this guy. I think our friendship or relationship has a date that is going to expire.
But do you know that there are some people that naturally they are very careful. They don't want to hurt you, so they rather bottle in. You offended them. You've been friends for years, 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, 40 years. But even when you offend them, they don't tell you. They bottle in. And when you ask them that, but this person did this to you, why didn't you tell him? He's your friend now. You're like, I don't want to hurt him. I don't know how you feel if I mention it to him.
Well, there are some. You know, communication involves two ways. Some may be verbal. When I was in Kogi State, I used to have this friend. Immediately, he entered our house. He's a Calabar guy. He enter house. We're still living in that place. If you enter, the first thing he go to check kitchen. His own is, if you carry spoon in a place, return the spoon to exactly that point. So if he enter, he will say a word to anybody. Anything that is not properly placed, he will go and fix it. Is he not talking? You understand it? He did not. He will not say a word.
He's passing a message.
You understand it? He will enter inside a small place, just a room and parlor self-contained. Immediately enter, he will put his shoe outside. The next thing is to carry broom, sweep the whole room, then started arranging things. Is the old cassette. He will arrange them before you go and take a shower. He will not utter a word, but he was still communicating that you people are in the house and things are not.
Yes.
So if you did not understand that, you now say, the guy has never one day.
But some people are not so sensitive.
And that is the person's problem. You have to face the consequence of not being sensitive. You understand? Because every human being is created to be sensitive. So some people are just deliberate not to be sensitive. I will not be sensitive about your environment. You must be responding to your environment. Because this guy.
But some people are just nonchalant.
They have to face the consequence of being nonchalant. So such an individual is complaining, but is not, his own is by action. You understand it? I used to have my grandfather, one of my late grandfather, I have two wonderful grandfathers. Anytime you just throw any dustbin, other in the compound, this man will go there, carry a packer, carry a broom, sweep those things and put it in your bed. You can't dump it in your. He will say, "Well, he will say, why do you drop that?"
Just put it on your
bed. He will
bed.
Just go and drop it in.
Whether you sweep it or not.
That's your own headache. You don't know. Shegu, you are the one that dropped this piece of paper here or this debt. This debt here. We just go and. You will just this old man will just go and carry packer and carry broom. Started sweeping the whole of those places. When you sweep, you thought maybe you need to just take it to the trash. No, it's going to your room straight. Did he not communicate? Is he not communicating? So that if you want to be a dirty person, do it in your own bed.
So we're still talking about broken friendship, when to fix it and when to let go. You can join the conversation, like I said. You can call 090-6099-2609, or you call 070-4100-7949. And so when we talk about the pain and process that comes with broken friendship, particularly when it comes to relationship that you've been building for a lot of years and suddenly it just goes haywire. Number one is attachment.
Yeah.
All of the things we've been talking about for the past few minutes is one major thing is attachment. When you feel so attached to somebody, you're fond of the person, and you have a lot of memories of this person, the laughter, the struggles, the escapades, the different things you guys have done together. It begins to haunt you so much that you begin to imagine it. You sleep, you open your eyes, you are in the kitchen, you are everywhere, and this memory just keeps flooding your brain. Also is the emotional stress that comes with it. Once your friendship is broken or a relationship is broken, it leads to a lot of emotional stress, and it leads to psychological trauma. And the psychological trauma, that's where I was talking about ghosting. The psychological trauma comes from the fact that you begin to feel that, am I rejected? Did this person just reject me? You feel abandoned. You feel unseen. You that you were the pride of this person. Like, he couldn't do without you. He couldn't do without talking to you. You are like his go-to person every time. Your phone know the rest. Any small thing, his call, his messages, he's professing love, he's telling you everything. Even if it's just mutual friendship, he's showing concern, care all the time. And suddenly, he's nowhere to be found. And nobody say he died. Nobody say anything happened to him. He's just there, and you just like you want to. You even start calling his friends that, have you heard from this person? Is he around? Did he travel? And they tell you that, we were still together last week now. We were still here. And you're wondering like, he's still in this town. Nothing is happening to him. He's not sick. And he has not decided to call me for 1 minute so you can breathe without talking to me for 24 hours. How? All those things begin to fight you, and it leads to a lot of psychological trauma. So let's quickly look at the signs that might come up when you say, I think it's time to let go. Number one sign is when you are the only one reaching out. When communication becomes one-sided. It becomes like the other person is not interested. Once you are the only one reaching out. Number two is once your conversations leave you feeling more drained than uplifted. Even when you communicate, you feel disappointed. You even feel sorry for yourself that, why did I even call this person? You are blaming yourself that you feel that normally you're supposed to call and you're expecting a particular kind of response from the other person that, okay, I'm sorry, don't be so now, okay, all of those things. Feeling a bit of empathy and all that, or concern, and the person is so blunt, like, if I don't call you, call. I'm busy now. Everybody's busy, I beg. You now begin to blame yourself, like, who sent me? Why did I even reach out? Another sign is when you're constantly working on eggshells, particularly when you feel so anxious around the other person. The moment you feel very jittery, nervous, anxious around somebody that you're so comfortable with in the past, then something is wrong. It means that it is a sign that you need to let go. And when there's number 4 is when there's sign of disrespect, manipulation,
that one is
or
so high.
Emotional abuse. Once you're seeing those signs, please know that it is time to let go, because those signs you can't fix it. And number 5 is when you miss the idea of them more than the actual person they are now, meaning that when it's more or less like you are left alone. Once you're just left alone, it's more or less like you're lonely in this whole friendship or relationship thing. I think it's just a big sign that you need to let go.
Yeah, one of the causes or some of all these things is, Shego, sometimes we don't observe or we don't pay attention to them. I and you, maybe we leave our home to this very place, or it's just like a bus stop. You and someone is going to a place. You leave home together, maybe you shower together, and then you go to a bus stop. You now pay attention to just a person you just meet at the bus stop. Than that person you actually, place of departure is the same thing, destination is the same thing. You are now paying some attention to a person you just meet at the bus stop. I'm talking a relationship. Yeah. If you are not careful, because that person will, we have a mission. How manage you have been distracted. And if you do not manage that distraction, it may destroy everything that you have invested. So what do happen is, as I said earlier, relationship is built. And when you are building, you have to be very, very careful. Those you allow to, if anybody is coming, you must have a time, an effort. Okay, let me just say hi. Oh, I and my friend, we're actually going somewhere. I just decided to say, let me just say hi. The person will know that you will respect and recognize him. You understand it? But by the time we are going to Jodu together, and you're not just, I say, you are calling me, Joseph, let's go. Say, Shego, hold on, I'm coming. Then you will begin to, does it mean that place that we are going is no longer a priority to me? You understand? Tomorrow you may just call me, or I may just call, let's go, then you will be reluctant. Because yesterday, from the account of yesterday, you just feel that I may be distracted on our way to that very place.
Does expectation also play a very big factor?
No, expectation, it plays a very, very big factor. And that's you calling a relationship is an investment. It's serious investment that comes with...
Is it supposed to be investment or very unconditional?
No, it's an investment. The investment, the currency there is trust. The currency in... You invest in relationship.
Let me give an example. I know of a young man who went into a relationship with this girl thinking that the girl's father is an army general. But he didn't know that the lady the army general was actually the girl's, the girl's father's younger brother. But the girl's father is late. So the brother decided to take care of the girl right from when she was young, sorted her through school, and till she grew up, she got a good job and all that, and now she was getting married. But the fiancé assumed that the girl is getting married to the father is an army general, and so he went into the relationship. They got married. It was on the day of the marriage that everything the problem started from, because the girl's father picked up the microphone to say, now I'm happy, to God be the glory, my daughter is getting married, now I can rest. Now I've fulfilled her father's promise, the promise I made to her father that even when he was passing on, I promised my brother that I would take care of his daughter. That was when the husband knew that, he's not your real father. And his expectation got dashed, because the man was like, now you are going to your husband's house, I hands off from your affairs. From the reception, you could see the countenance of the husband, and only God knows what will happen at night, because his hopes, maybe he had a plan, maybe, a son-in-law to an army general, maybe he'll start getting contracts, he'll start getting opportunities. He had already calculated a lot of things. Now he's looking at it like, where will I start from? So he went into the relationship not because of probably the love he had for the girl. His expectation was more materialistic. And the moment...
I'm more dubious, and it was equally dubious. The expectation was that lady, her expectation was dubious.
The man's expectation, because he's the guy that was
the guy's expectation was a dubious one, because, for example, who is a father? You understand it? There are some people that they may not be biological father, but they will play the role of a father.
Yes.
So the girl, the man did not know, the guy did not know the meaning of a father in the first case. You understand it? Not only that, it's possible that that person has something in his mind that will be looking for trouble and will not be putting the whole family into trouble. After all, general is there. I can misbehave. And you know, no general will allow you to go and say, oh, because they cherish that position.
Yes, of course.
That name, they will allow you to go and misbehave and say, oh, let me call general to come and clean the mess. It will tell you that
a lot of people have been in this same situation, that both male and female. Some ladies go into a relationship because they feel that this person, this is my future. He's rich, he's well-to-do.
But that is dubious mind.
But it's what happens.
Because, see, a relationship is built. You understand it? For every relation, if it is male and female, when they come together, they come to build a kingdom. And in building a kingdom is both sides. The woman will bring her own contribution. The woman, I'm not talking about money contribution.
Yes, of course.
And so, how do we build this kingdom?
Of course.
But by a situation whereby you not say, oh, the kingdom is for the man, then you are going to have, you will not be destroying when the man is building, you will be destroying. But you are, oh, we come together to build this kingdom. You understand? So, and that is the reason sometimes, in quote, men of God or people that preside over any relationship between male and female, they always make give wrong interpretation on what they actually go into. Some will say, oh, now that I'm married, all trouble, I've married so that I'll free from trouble. No, marriage is where you actually enter the trouble to go and tame the trouble, to go and calm the situation there, because the man is from a different orientation, the woman is from a different orientation.
And you join us together.
So it's from beginning is for you put to see how you can remove the trouble that you bring together.
Exactly.
You understand? But when you now say I'm married so that I will free from trouble, you already the foundation is already built in a wrong way.
Okay, so let's quickly look at the signs where you say yes, maybe you can still fix your friendship or your relationship, even though it's getting broken at some point. So, number one is that when there's still a honest communication, unlike when you have to let go, that is once the communication becomes one-sided. So, if there's still a bit of honest communication, even though not so consistent, maybe at least maybe when you are used to talking every day, you're still getting maybe 3 or 4 times a week, at least there's still a bit of hope. And so it means that you are still able to talk through it and fix it. Then number 2 is when both parties acknowledge that there is a problem and they are willing to work on it. So if both parties, whether friends or whether intimate relationship, once you acknowledge that there's a problem and you are able to talk together and work it out. Also, number 3 is when the relationship or friendship had more good than bad. So there's a possibility because you have larger memories of positivity than negative vibes that you're having present. Then number 4 is when you still feel emotionally safe with your partner, whether your friend or your intimate partner. And number 5, when there's a bit of genuine effort, not just apologies, not just, oh, I'm sorry. When you keep saying I'm sorry, and you are not making effort to even change, then there's a problem.
Then the other one is 2 things that can bring out of one is there are so many relationships that got completely broken because if either sense that there's always after a conversation, one will go and validate whether to continue or not.
That's a big one. That is a big one. Let's just quickly take a short break. We'll be right back.
Polio is a highly contagious disease caused by a virus that attacks the nervous system. It spreads through contaminated food, water, or close contact with an infected person. In severe cases, polio can lead to paralysis and even death. Polio mostly affects children under the age of 5, but the good news is it's preventable. Thanks to vaccines, polio has been eliminated in many parts of the world, but the fight is not over yet. The polio vaccine is safe, effective, and the best way to protect against this disease. Here's what you need to know. Ensure your child gets the full polio vaccine series. Practice good hygiene, including hand washing with soap. Support vaccination campaigns in your community. Encourage others to vaccinate. We can only defeat polio together. We are closer than ever to ending polio.
Your city's new heartbeat is Wash 94.9.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial star 900 hash on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Welcome back. You're still on Mind Talk on Wash FM 94.9, your fun health radio station. And we're talking about broken relationship, broken friendship, when to fix it or when to let go. We've talked about the signs that appears when you need to let go, and also the signs that you need to look out for when it is obvious that you can still fix it. So, we're going to look at the quick solutions when you have to have that hard conversation to really decide and say, do I need to really fix this or do I need to let go? So when you realize that the friendship or the relationship is broken already, it is important that the first step you take is having that hard conversation. Don't just ghost. Don't assume. Call your friend, call your partner and request to have a sit down and have that hard conversation. And whatever comes out from that conversation is your answer to that burning question, whether you need to let go finally or to fix it. And number two is when you see certain signs, particularly when it comes to issues of the conversation or the communication becoming one-sided, and you are beginning to have anxiety, you are beginning to feel nervous around your friend or your partner, things are not working, you you are heading home or you are going home to meet your girlfriend, and suddenly you've been playful all day, you've been gisting, and suddenly you enter your street, your body just begins to shake, your heart begins to beat faster. You know that something is wrong. And what is that? Because the thought of the fact that, I'm coming back home to meet this particular person now begins to trigger a bit of anxiousness and nervousness. Then it's time to begin to detach yourself gently. Don't keep malice. Don't frustrate yourself. Just begin to detach yourself gradually. And as you detach yourself gradually, you need to, more importantly, rediscover yourself. Because once you've attached yourself to someone for so long, it's a lot. Because, like I said before, the memories will haunt you for a while. So you need to begin to rediscover yourself. And most importantly, forgive. Don't hold grudges. Just let it go and be yourself and start all over again. Joseph, your last word.
Yeah, my last word is people should know that you have to send parity, or for every relationship you must have a place that is a no-go area, whether between you and your son, between you and your daughter, between you and your wife, or between you and your husband. You must, even though if it is your mom, mom, please, this side, don't leave it, I will fix it. You understand it? But the situation whereby you make relationship between you and the other person to be very porous. Anybody can just come in and say something, you follow the person, whether what the person is saying is right or wrong, you don't care. You must, this one, I'll find a way for us to sit down and resolve it within.
That means don't allow a third party.
Yeah, you must find a way to have a boundary for third party. Because the third party, a time is coming, third party will go. But he may, if he cause problem? That two of you will not.
So trust is very important.
Trust, that's why I say that is the currency they trust.
Yes.
You must ensure that you don't joke with it at all. And again, like what I said earlier, validation is very, very key.
That's a killer.
Is you don't, because if me and you, if we discuss something, we agree, you not come back tomorrow
to change
and say, that thing that I said,
I will know that you've spoken to someone.
You have spoken to someone.
And so this is very key in all what we are saying. It is very key. And we've highlighted other things before. We've talked about assumption, we've talked about jealousy, we've talked about, now we're talking about validation.
Yeah.
Which is,
and the other one for me is, when you see the man or see the woman in that side that come back, and maybe who know whether at the bus stop, you don't know what man have seen outside, and immediately you get to the next thing for you to say, uncle or brother or husband or wife. In fact, today those people were fighting, and the person was thinking of the disappointment that he has encountered outside, and what you are presenting in his table. The conversation you are bringing doesn't correlate with. The person will just be looking at you. If you know what is in my mind, this is not what
exactly.
You need to find out what is
emotionally intelligent.
You understand?
You need to understand your man. You need to understand your partner. You need to understand your friend. Well, in the end, some relationships are meant to last a lifetime. Others are meant to teach you something and prepare you for the ones that truly align. It's not failure to let go, it's wisdom. And sometimes the most loving things you can do for both of you is to say, we had something beautiful, but it's time to move forward, even if it means moving apart. And just like that, we have come to the end of another heartfelt episode of Mind Talk on Wash FM 94.9. We hope tonight's conversation helped you breathe a little deeper, reflect a little harder, and know that you are not alone. Friendships, like all relationships, go through seasons. Wet season, dry season, all kinds of seasons. And whether it's time to hold on or let go, do it with love and peace. Thank you for allowing us into your space tonight. To everyone who listened, shared, or just sat quietly with your thoughts, we are with you. So from me and Joseph, join us next week for another soul-searching episode of Mind Talk, where we say the things that matter but often go unsaid. Like we always say here, life, when you have